Okay, hello. Here's Sunday, August 10th. It is 8:08 a.m. Central Time. So I'm just gonna kind of do my review going into the next week. And so what I usually do is just clear all my key levels, clear all my drawings, and then remark key levels based on what I see. And it just kind of helps me stay grounded going into the next week. But before I do any of that, I do like to see what news is happening out there, uh, or like what events might be coming up. And so, starting Monday, August 11th, you can see Monday, not too much is happening. Tuesday, we have some CPI numbers, so that'll be interesting at 7:30 a.m. I don't usually trade this, but it's just good to be aware. And so I would probably look at after 7:30, just seeing how price reacts, and then just seeing what levels are kind of created between that 7:30 and 8 a.m. mark. So that's something to look forward to on Tuesday. Got some Fed speakers. Um, Wednesday, we got some more Fed speakers. I guess there's some mortgage rate things happening, which I don't really follow too much. All I know is that I saw a chart on barchart.com where there are like 500,000 more sellers than there are buyers right now. So it's a good time to be a buyer, it looks like, although rates haven't lowered yet. Um, and then we got Thursday, we got PPI, so that's something to kind of keep in mind. And then Friday, it looks like there's some import, export, and manufacturing index stuff. So, there could be some nice little movements there. So we'll see what happens. But that's what it's looking like here on the economic front. So just kind of quick tops down look on the NQ here. If we start here on the monthly, we can see, wow, super bullish. One, two, three, four green months in a row, and we are just right there at all-time highs. We've closed August so far on the highs. Yeah, I just feel like we we just want to sweep that high. I feel like that's what's going to happen. And so, your obvious level here is this all-time high. So we'll mark that and sync that globally. I think next upside target, will be this 2400 as a round target for sure. And so I'll probably mark that later. This 25. Usually you could do like fib extensions and things, but I just really feel like we sweep it, um, get over that 2400, which I'll mark later. And then it's kind of a reset for me, just because you never really know where price is going to go when you're all-time highs. So I'll just kind of leave that alone for now. Um, Other monthly level, obviously this is a great level here. Previous all-time high, try to test it, failed, and then, retested it again, closed on the highs, broke out, tried to reject, it became support again, and here we go. So it's just a good progression level on the monthly. Also, this looks like a great level as well. If you were going to pull back, it seems like where we would want to pull back, just because high, high, rejected, and then we finally broke, rejected. Um, yeah, so I think that's a really good level. I feel like here, if this ever happens, then everybody's scared probably. If we really lose that low, what is this? The low of June. But that's a ways away, so we'll see what happens there. So I feel like these are my good monthly levels that I would watch to see how we would kind of progress and pivot around those. And so we'll just kind of keep that. On the weekly, wow, super strong week. That's so great. Yeah, I mean, here, I like this. I'm going to mark this as well. Like these little, we could people could get faked out and, sell off really hard and kind of sweep that and then kind of come back up. So we will keep that there. I like that low, but I think here on the weekly it could be good as well. Just, nice little range trading there. It tried to kind of peak there, rejected for a little bit, and kind of came back up, which is also coincides with this kind of breakdown candle high. So we'll do that. Sync that globally. So yeah, I think those are the levels in play for on the weekly. Maybe here as well. I'll kind of mark this. Could be a nice little pullback, a little bit more than 50% of the current or the last weekly candle. So we'll see what happens with that. And then on the daily, looks so good. Man, it's like we're super breaking out. I mean, it feels so obvious that we're going to break out, right? And so I think everybody thinks that. And so I get very cautious about that. And I think I was hearing on the news that everybody's thinking in the second half of the year, we're going to close strong, but, August, September, we're going to pull back and all this stuff. And so, if we do pull back, I think down here could be interesting. And so we'll see. I think just because price is so bullish and everybody is so bullish that we will make the attempt, and I think we'll make all new all-time highs. Will we hold that and keep going in the next couple months? Not sure. But it feels like maybe there's consensus that we're going to keep going higher. Like we're not scared of tariffs anymore. I think on Friday there was also news that Putin and Trump were going to meet and try to negotiate Ukraine ending the Ukraine war again. And price, it went up higher on that, which is good. So I'm not sure. I think for me, I look at this chart and I'm like, yes, we are going up, and so I'm trying to put myself in everybody else's shoes. Like when you're all looking at this, right? It's going up. Everybody says it's going up. It looks like it's going up. And so I think that consensus is just to be need to be conscious of it, because I think everybody thinks it's going up. It's so close to this all-time high. I feel like breaking it is super obvious. It's just a matter of are we going to hold that, or just going to sweep and kind of fake out and pull back? And so I'm going to kind of keep that in mind going forward. I mean, obviously you have to follow price, right? Like trade what you see and not what you think. And I see price going up. But, I just have to also be conscious that I think everybody else sees price going up and we all think price is going up. And I think there's more inflow now into stocks and equities than there has been recently. And so, if everybody piles in, and who knows with just what happened with tariffs and everything else, maybe there's something else that comes back and gives another great buying opportunity, and that's a nice great buying dip opportunity back to here. That could very well happen. But yeah. But anyways, going into Monday, price is going up, so you have to be open to that. And so that's what things look like on the daily here. I think we could do, I don't really trade fib extensions and Fibonacci too much, but it's just good to be aware of it. And so I guess if we were to do the extensions, what would that do for us? Oh, not the volume delta here. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, I guess we can just trade that one and then super high target. See, I don't even actually trade Fibonacci that much, but if you went 140 retracements, which I guess is like a interesting level. So yeah, 24305. So I guess you could get there. I mean, for me, I'm eyeing the 2400, and then from there it's a reset. I think we can get there, and then from there I don't know. But I guess Fibonacci, you could probably go here. Then the next round number, obviously, is 2500, maybe even 25500. So potentially, but we'll see if we can get to 25400, and then I'll look into more upside targets. I like to trade where price has been, right? and where it's coming from. And so, we came from this nearly this 2390, 2400. We came all the way back down. So I feel like we can get all the way back up to there. Once we get there, I think we could maybe even retest these little levels here where it kind of broke down. Like this is a good level. I think price wants this level as well. And so we'll do that. So yeah, I'm more of, looking for a sweep, maybe coming back down, playing between these levels. If we get above here strong and just close super strong, I'm not really looking to short anything. I would be looking for pullbacks to join back long. So we'll just see how that plays out. And then on the 1 minute, and did I sync all those globally? I think I did. Yes, I did. Or not the 1 minute, sorry. Let's look on the 1 hour. Just see what things look like there. Yep, we had that gap down. Reclaimed that super quick, went back up, gapped up, came back down on this kind of break, and then retested it, and just been going back up and really just closing on the highs there, which is quite amazing. Did we make it? Is this is regular trading hours, electronic trading hours? Okay. I guess on the regular trading hours, if we're looking at it, technically you did make an all-time high in regular trading hours. You closed above that. So that is super interesting, super bullish. But haven't really cleared this level on the electronic trading hours. So yeah, I mean, going into Monday, super bullish. I think we all are, unless something crazy happens here in the next sometime on Sunday. So yeah, we will see. But I think on the 1 hour, I also would be interested in this level here for kind of a quick pullback for a long. So we'll sync that globally. And this was previous day close, so that's obviously a level. Yeah, I mean, I guess like on the 1 minute, I would be looking for a pullback into here, a really small one. So that's what that looks like there. And now, oh, okay, so on the 1 minute here, yeah, so I think on the 1 minute, I will look at it again on Monday morning. But, again, I think it's the same when we came into Friday. Like, we're super strong up. If the opening price is like within this candle, like if it's within this candle, I'm looking for the long continuation for sure. If we gap down somewhere, let's say we gap down to here, I'll kind of wait to just see what we do. If we turn, if we do gap down under, I would look for quick scalp shorts in the morning, I think. And if we gap up, it really just depends if we're still below the all-time high from a electronic trading standpoint or not. And then I would just decide what that looks like. But for now, I think these are my levels, and I will see how price looks like pre-market on Monday before the open, and just see what direction we go. But looking at the daily again, we are really bullish. We got some news catalyst happening, so we'll just see how that looks like. There's not much on Monday, so maybe it'll be kind of sideways action. But yeah, we'll see. And then I think rate cuts are potentially priced in whenever that happens in a couple months or 6 weeks from now. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess that's all I got. Thank you. What the?